And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Minecraft. And I have now all of the silicon presses, are all of the inscriber presses. And I had to search high and low. If we go out here in the open, where it's get our... So there was another, I uncovered another meteor that was right over here. It's relatively close to that one. I was kind of surprised to find it, but then I went way over here to find another one that was buried. It's underground. It was underground quite a ways. Y level about, I don't know, 48 or something, 48 to 50. But yeah, we got it. And we're gonna look in here. There's 2 ingots of molten tin left in here, and so we have it. I'm gonna make a ingot cast, and we're going to use the aluminum brass for that. So slap in a iron ingot, and you have yourselves an ingot cast, which is reusable. So there's 1 block of aluminum brass in there. I'm going to get that out. And we can always re-smelt it if we need it. Get that poured out. Good to go. That's cooling now. Now there's 3 ingots left. But we want the molten tin out, because I don't want that to accidentally alloy with anything. Who knows what would happen. So yeah, it just does 1 ingot at a time, and there we go. We have an ingot cast. So now we have 1 ingot of seared stone. Let me get that out. There we go. It's basically a brick. Yeah, seared brick. That's basically what that turns into. And yeah, a little bit of aluminum brass left in there. And what we can do with that is we can take a head pattern. We can take an excavator pattern. And we can take a tough tool binding. And a tough tool rod. No guaranteed that it's going to be in there. And if you hear beeping in the background, that would be snow removal equipment. Okay, so 3 ingots left. I think we'll be able to do 3. I could throw in another one. So there's an excavator head. Let's do a hammer. Now, of course, it's 1 ingot to make the cast, but it's actually 8 to get the material made for it. So just be aware of that. I want a tough stone binding, and we've got this. That actually looks really cool. That block, that looks really cool. In this texture pack anyway, it looks really cool. Oh, see that? My pickaxe is dead. I actually killed my pickaxe going out. So 2 cobalt, put this in here, add 2 cobalt, and it's now good as new. I didn't even realize I killed it off. So there's 9 aluminum brass. I'm going to put 1 in here. Shouldn't take too long to smelt down. But then we're going to do the tool rod. So I'm going to put the aluminum brass in there. And that should be it for quite a bit of time here. So let's create that tool rod cast. And we can make a lot of casts. You know, I don't have any for our weapons, so we can do a lot of those. But we want to move on to getting in a proper AE system. I added a couple chests out here to the pulverizer. So if we want to look, the right side here is orange, and the top is blue, and I have auto input enabled and auto output enabled. So it's pulling from this chest and pushing into this chest. I wanted a lot of Certus Quartz dust, and boy, am I not disappointed. I'm going to smelt 3 of these stacks up, because we're moving into an AE system. And initially, it's a pretty simple basic system. Just basically for storing what we need to store. And beyond that, we're gonna jump into other things here. So I need like 8 coal for each one of those stacks. There we go. So I'm gonna combine these up. We don't need all of those. I need to be able to cook all of these. And as you see, we've got some delighted meals already, which is awesome. And that is done with the kitchen. Flour here is working hard in the kitchen. So basically, when you find something that you want to make, let's just do an example. Let's see here. Fruit salad. So if I wanted a fruit salad, you click it again. This will use a cutting board, an apple, and some sort of berry, which is all or dictionaried, and that will actually craft it if you click it again. So it uses all of the tools, it uses all of the storage in this whole thing to actually craft some stuff. So it kind of takes some of the heartache and headache out of crafting some of these Pam's things. And look at that, we have got even more cows. We've got 2 baby cows. We are up to, look at that, we've got 6, we have 6 cows. So as our lovely... Say what?
And I made the pen bigger.
Oh, yeah. I really wish I would have known about the whole beeping thing. That's really, really annoying. Like, it was quiet for like an hour. I start an episode and immediately hear beeps. And it's like, oh, really? So, the first thing we're going to do is we need an inscriber. We actually need a few of these. You can get away with just one and just manually popping these in and out and doing what's needed. So, we need some Fluix crystal. Well, that is pretty straightforward. Grab some charged Certus, some redstone, and some nether quartz. And find some water. We're going to go over here. So, right in here. So, take this, drop it. Take this, drop it. Take this, drop it. There it is. Yay! Fluix crystal. Beautiful. That is the early way you get Fluix crystal. We'll have more advanced ways in later episodes. So, I would like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pistons, please. Come on. Why does not everything go in this chest when I do that? Okay. We should have enough iron, but now I need to make these sticky pistons. So there's 8 sticky pistons. And now we can craft 4 inscribers. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so we have 1 inscriber for each major press, including the silicon press. Okay, but we're going to need an extra one to do the final object. So I want 2 of those, and I want 1 more of these. So that's all of the objects that we have. We're going to put the extra presses away. We'll eventually want more of every kind of press for, you know, mass production. But for now, we are going to stick with just 1 for each. And we need some item pipes. So let's look at item ducts here. And I should have crafted some more lead. I think I did. Let's see. I believe I have more lead. Where did that lead block go that I crafted?
I have no idea.
I put 9 lead in here, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I put that Maybe I shift-clicked that into an inventory. Yes, I did. As I was anticipating doing the ingot cast. So lead actually smelts really, really fast. It's nice. Just because I need a lot of item ducts, and these things use lead. I can't make the transparent ones yet. I can only make the opaque ones, which is kind of a bummer. But the transparent ones require some pretty advanced machines and processes to get through. Plus, it needs a consistent source of obsidian, which we don't have quite yet. Okay, they also cool really fast. So there is 4 more blocks of lead, 36 ingots, good to go. Okay, so I need some item ducts, some, let's do opaque ones. A lot of item ducts, just like that. And then I need some servos. Now, can we do hardened? It requires Invar. And Invar, if we look at casting and then alloying, it's iron and nickel. Basically 2 iron to 1 nickel. So let's see if we can do that. How much nickel do we have? Let's see. So if we do like 18 iron, that's like 2 blocks. Do we have nickel? I think, oh, we do. We have nickel. I need 9 nickel. So 18 iron ore, 9 nickel ore should get us what we want. We have to let that smelt down. While that is going, let's go out and figure out where we want this. We need a little power into this system, so we're going to try to keep it onto the power system here. And I think I'm going to bring 1 power branch out right there. So let's bring this here. And this system is not going to be permanent. I know the base, it looks pretty bad right now, but we're gonna try to make it look good eventually. I have big plans, big plans. We're gonna bring this out, so this will be like an ore processing line. If I had little space behind here, I might even do it behind, but for now, we want a little bit of space. So that'll be more or less my final stuff. Or I could do my final stuff on here and have everything flow this way. But inscribers are cheap to build, so I mean, these things are not the most complex build in the world. There are more advanced ones offered by another mod. So if we look at Inscriber, the Advanced Inscriber from AE2 stuff, this thing is really nice, but we actually need processors in order to get to it. And engineering processors require diamonds to actually make. So we're not flush with diamonds right now, and that is not something we can readily jump into. I need a few chests. So let's see. I don't have enough logs for that. So let's grab one of these. Eight chests. Okay, how is this doing? There's my Invar. 12 blocks of Invar. So that is a good start. That should last quite a while, especially, let's see, servo. That'll give me some hardened servos. And it just extracts stuff faster, it moves stuff around faster, and all in all, it's a little bit better. Item duct. See, the next level of item duct requires glowstone, and so we don't have like a hardened level of an item duct, unfortunately. So this is slowly. Wow, this is really cooling off slowly. Come on, Invar. I need some Invar. Wow, that's a surprisingly slow. Not the slowest I've ever seen. Okay, so let's translate those into ingots. And then see if we can do servos. Hardened servos, please. And we need some iron nuggets. Of course, because why wouldn't we need iron nuggets? Okay, let's do a few more of those, please. There we go. Perfect. So I need quite a few servos for this. I don't know exactly how many, but we're just gonna roll with it. Okay, so if we're gonna have things flow from this side to this side, that means we need a press here, 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 and here. The reason I like to flow these the other way is the way that they're turned. Can I rotate you? Why are you rotating around like that? Oh, okay. I have no idea if that's up or down, but we'll go with it. So I can rotate these around, and this will be a little bit better. So I need to swap where these things are, because our inputs are going to go over here. Now the big problem right now is I have an item conduit right there that I do not want to interfere with. So I'm going to put this one on the top so we can go down and in, but these other ones I can go from the bottom because they don't have item ducts to worry about. And we're going to have one on this side of this one here. So let's get our item ducts. We're going to go there, 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 and there. Now, servo-wise, we're going to have servos come out here. We don't need to put any restrictions on it, because for now this situation is manual. And we need to keep it that way. And I actually only need one of these to come out. So did I put that one on ignore? I did. Okay, and then this one, this is going to be our silicon press. So we're going to have this pull out. Actually, I want that to be maxed. So this is going to pull the silicon out, and we're going to push it in to the bottom of this one. Easy as that. And then we're going to put this here, but we're going to disconnect those two. Disconnect, there we go. And then we're going to have another chest out here, and we're going to disconnect that. This needs to be redstone. And we only need one of those at a time. And we need an output chest for all of this stuff. Coming out here. This is the finished product now. This is what we're after. This is going to be ignored in as many as possible. So in this one here, let's put our silicon press. In this one, we're going to put our logic press. We will put our calculation press and then our engineering press. So yeah, calculation press, that's a little bit more of a complex problem, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But now we have these three: the calculation, the engineering, and logic. These are all going to be pulling out and we need to push those in somewhere. So we're going to disconnect you. We're going to have you go here, because these go into the top of this machine. And we only want one at a time. So the top gets the circuit, the middle gets the redstone, and the bottom gets the silicon. Now we're going to want to pull out of all of these machines. This is why I like to use Ender IO with this setup, because wow, does that make a difference. There we go. Disconnect, please. Okay, so we're going to want... I keep trying to fly. Okay, so we're going to have this come across. And this is another reason I kind of like to have my wires and stuff exposed, is you can actually see where stuff is traveling and where it's moving to. All right, so now we need a servo here, max size, servo here, no limits, servo here, no limits. So those are all going to funnel into this chest, which will then funnel into this and give us our finished products. Should we test this? Now, can we test this? Do we have flux ducts that I can grab to actually test this? Because these should work off of RF. I do have some flux ducts. I don't know if I have enough, though. So let's see. I do have enough to make some new ones. Everybody needs to go away in here, please. Flux crystal as well. And some coal and some cobblestone. The silicon I'm going to keep, and these should be done. So there is 4 total, I don't know what you would call a bundle of silicon, but capsules or bools. Maybe bools is a good word. I like bools. Let's grab, let's smelt down some gold. Oh, I just got some mineral saplings for reasons. Okay, so this invar is done. I should have 2 left. Yep, this one and this one. Let's put in our gold. Okay, so the basics are logic presses, logic circuits need gold ingots. Engineering needs diamonds to be made. And the calculation need a thing called pure Certus quartz. And vanilla or standard applied energistics has these crystal growth accelerators, but we have a mod that we have in AE2 stuff, the crystal growth chamber, which is phenomenal. I highly recommend you jump into this, and it's just going to take a whole lot of fluix, a little bit of quartz glass, which is pretty easy to get. Now that we have some Certus quartz dust, we'll be able to get that going. Let's see if these, yeah, see, these do connect. That should be, yep, 3.2, so these connect just fine to RF, which is good. I like mods that don't try to reinvent the wheel, and it's like, we already have a power system. Why are we trying to reinvent it here? Okay, so now they all have power. I need to grab a few diamonds. I've got the silicone on me. Diamonds are not going to be cheap. We have 16. I think I can risk 16 diamonds. The pure Certus quartz we'll get into in a bit. What was that?
Diamond chest by the other crafting table.
Oh, we have more?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I don't need, I mean, and the engineering processors are kind of the top tier of the processor. The calculation is the middle tier, and the logic circuit is like the basic tier, which is, I mean, you use exponentially more logic circuits than you use any of the other two. Just FYI, because of how it works. So I'm going to take a whole stack of gold, and we're going to convert those into logic circuits, and we'll hit probably the crystal growth next episode, because again, I don't know if anybody is out there aware, but I'm kind of taking it slow going through these mods. I don't want to do too much in one episode, because a lot of people don't know these mods very well, and they need time. So I like to put, like, I have exactly this much redstone for the circuits that I'm putting in, because I'm manually doing all of this stuff. The silicon I just go crazy with. I just dump the silicon in. So watching this at work here, we're going to put the silicone in, and it's going to start pressing this. You can see how slow it is, little bits at a time. And now the silicone goes in here, and it's routed and should appear wrong. Why is this going into the top? That should be down here. Like, why is that? Why would that go into the top? I'm not a... What is going on here? I've never seen this misbehave like this. This has always gone in the proper... Okay, let's put redstone in there then. Redstone should, yep, go in there. Now, is this still going to put a silicon in here? I've never seen this misbehave like this. It's always... Because I'm putting it in the bottom, it should stick to the bottom. For some reason, it's putting it in the top. So let's... This is logic, so this is my gold. This is calculation. This is engineering, so this is my diamonds. So there's my first diamond, my first logic processor. Probably... Nope, this one. Yeah, I just saw it move. Okay, so now these are going in here. Let me grab this out. Yeah, I've never seen that before. So this... Let's see if we get an actual circuit in there this time. Nope. This should be working. I've never seen this not work. Because we need some of these circuits to get the upgraded version of this. And for some really weird reason, this is not working. I want you to just give me one of those. Okay, well, one thing I can try to solve this little problem. Instead of using a servo to pull things out, I can use a retriever to pull things in. Oh, I need an Eye of Ender for this thing? Are you kidding me? I had no idea that thing was locked behind Ender Pearls. We don't have any Ender Pearls, do we?
No.
Yeah, I've never seen this misbehave like this. I wonder if we're rotated wrong. Let me spin that around. I'm not sure if that even worked. There we go. I bet you it's because I used the wrench to rotate it. It was actually upside down, so it was literally putting this in the top because it was upside down. Okay, that that makes me breathe a little easier, because that was freaking me out, because that usually never ever happens. So I gotta kind of watch these other ones to make sure. And I think we've already processed the diamonds into engineering. So, yeah, engineering circuits. We put 16 diamonds in, we get the engineering circuits out, and then we join them up with the redstone and the printed silicone, and out we get the processors. And those are the workhorses of the mod. So once you get a good supply of these, you can really jump head first. So that's what we're going to work on. We're going to get some more stuff printed up. We're going to get a little bit more done for the next episode. And we have a line of power coming out here that we can put some more machines on now, which is nice. And everything here is semi-automated. It's not fully automated, but it is semi-automated. A little bit of manual input will go a long way. And if you have a lot of redstone, you can just dump a bunch of redstone in here, and it'll just print all day, which is nice. And the farm is coming along great over here. Worms are doing work. And,
potatoes are really slow.
Taters. You might want to plant another row of them.
I am over here.
Sweet. But that'll have to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.